Sometimes the places less talked about hold the stories most worth telling. In this journey, we head deep into Thailand's northeast, Ubon Ratchathani, a land of temples in the clouds, forests painted by time, and rivers that carve the soul of the land. Here the cliffs of Patm stand like ancient guardians, watching the sunrise before anywhere else in Thailand. And this is our adventure. Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. This time we're visiting northeast side of Thailand and starting with this small but unique temple. And I am joined by Top.
สวัสดีครับ
Top is my wife's nephew who lives with his family in Bangkok but decided to join us on our little adventures around Ubon Ratchathani. So Top, do you have any favorite place or anything you are really curious about this trip?
For this trip I'm waiting for going to Pha Taem National Park. This is my first time as well.
Perfect. I'm sure we can go there in a couple of days and we will take you with us. For us, the main reason to visit this part of Thailand is to visit my wife's family, who will be joining us later on. But for now, Top and I will take you around this cool looking temple, and later we'll go to the lower part where there is a cave that have some statues of Buddha. But first, I want to show you this massive gong that some sources actually claim to be the largest in the world. I'm not sure if this is still in use, but its scale is really impressive. Wat Kuasawan is one of the most peaceful and scenic temple complexes in Ubon region. It's located near the edge of the Mekong River, and its bright white exterior glows in the morning sun, decorated with fine golden accent and intricate floral designs. Its calm atmosphere and elegant design make it truly stand out from the landscape around it, and as you walk through its gates, you are welcomed not only by its beauty, but also by its stillness. And as I mentioned earlier, there is far more to explore than just one temple. Just behind the main hall lies one of the most unique parts of this temple, a hidden cave. It's cool, dim, and filled with scents of incense, and inside thousands of golden Buddha statues line the walls, creating a peaceful and slightly mysterious atmosphere. Locals often come here not just to pray, but also to reflect, and some believe that the cave holds protective spiritual energy, and it's said that monks have used the space for meditation for generations. This temple is also a home to one of the largest golden gongs. In Thai Buddhist culture, they are believed to carry prayers, clear negative energy, and invite mindfulness. Many people come here to gently tap on the gong or place a hand on it to make a silent wish. Right next to the cave stands a tall viewing tower, and if you are up for a short climb, it's absolutely worth it. The staircase wraps gently upwards, leading to panoramic view of the Mekong River and the countrysides beyond. On clear days like today, you can even see across into Laos, two nations divided by a border but connected by its winding ribbon of life. And if you turn around, looking into the opposite direction, you will get a stunning view of the temple itself, surrounded by large greenery and peaceful grounds. One of the most striking features of this temple is its dragon-guarded staircase. The Naga serpents, protectors in Buddhist mythology, are said to guard the temple from evil spirits. Their scales shimmers in the sunlight, winding down the entrance like a sacred guardians of the land. Wat Kuasawan might not be the most famous temple in Thailand, but standing here with the river below and sky above, it's a place that makes you feel both small and incredibly grounded. A perfect welcome to Ubon Ratchathani. The previous temple was really cool to visit, but this temple, Wat Prao, is completely different and has very unique feature from other temples. It is known as the Temple of Glowing Buddha. I will show you in a bit why it's called like that. I've been here a few times and it's always stunning through the day, but the real magic happens after the sunset. After spending some time at the peaceful Wat Kuasawan, we made our way to Wat Prao, or as some call it, the Temple of Glowing Buddha. And honestly, from the moment you arrive, it's clear that this isn't just another temple, but a place that feels purposely set apart from the world below. It's perched high on a hill like it's been pulled from the clouds and placed just above the world. During the day, this place feels different. It's quiet, but not empty. Like the air itself, it's holding its breath. The Naga statue lying in the steps, they don't just look cool, they actually feel like they are watching over you. And the way the gold on the rooftops catches the sun, it's almost like the whole temple is alive, just waiting for something. Inside the main hall, it's clear that this isn't just decoration. Everything here is intentional, sacred. Like, each curve of brushstroke was placed to hold something ancient. But the most exciting thing is hidden behind this temple. You would probably miss it if you didn't know. It's just there, like part of the wall. But then you realize it's this huge tree of life, hidden in a plain sight. And it doesn't hit you until later, when the sun goes down and the whole thing starts to glow. When the sun dips below the horizon, the temple transforms into something magical. The wall behind the temple begins to glow, illuminating this beautiful painted tree, and it looks like something straight out of Middle-earth from The Lord of the Rings. And being here under the stars, watching the glow of the tree is really cool. In the dark, that quiet wall starts to glow, and not with lights, but with something softer. Like, the temple has been keeping the secret all day, saving it for the night. And suddenly, the tree isn't just carved stone anymore, but it feels alive. And it's not just the tree, the entire temple begins to shimmer. The decorative grand patterns around the temple starts glowing blue, and the carved flowers in the pavement light up in soft green. It feels like they have absorbed the sun energy and now they are giving it back. Even the golden lights inside the temple begins to flicker like candlelight in another dimension. The next morning, we headed to a place that feels like it's been around forever, Patm National Park. And it's not just beautiful, it's actually the very first place in all of Thailand to see the sunrise. Like, the rest of the country is still asleep, this place is already catching the sunrise. And standing up here, it really feels like it. As the light starts to roll in, it's like the whole landscape wakes up with you. The cliff begins to glow softly, the Mekong River below picks up these warm golden colors, and the forested hills around starts showing their details. Even Laos just across the river begins to light up. And even though I've been here before and seen the sunrise from this exact spot more than once, it never gets old. Every time it feels different, and every time it feels special, like the nature showing you a brand new version of the same quiet little secret. After watching that beautiful sunrise, we made our way down to the base of the cliff for a hike. It's about 5 kilometers long and it runs along the edge of the cliff, waving through the forest below. The air felt cooler down there compared to the top, but it was still pretty humid, tropical kind of vibe. The trail itself is really peaceful. You've got trees all around, the sound of birds, and every now and then you get these openings where you can look across the Mekong River. But what really makes Patm special are the prehistoric rock paintings. They are believed to be over 3,000 years old, and you can actually see drawing of people fishing, giant catfish and other animals. One of the highlights are the prehistoric cliff paintings. They are believed to be around 3,000 to 4,000 years old, and there are a few spots along the way where you can see them clearly. Ancient drawings of animals, people, and even what some believe to be tools or boats, and these paintings are some of the oldest known in Southeast Asia. It's crazy to think that those paintings have been here for thousands of years, and you are standing just a few feet away from them. And after that, the trail starts to climb back up. There are narrow staircases made from rocks and stones. It is a bit of a workout, but it's definitely worth it. What's cool is that most people only go down to see the paintings and then head back the same way, but we kept going, and at the end of the trail we reached a cliff with absolutely breathtaking views. So after 5 kilometers of walk, we just came to the last viewpoint, which is actually location where Alexander the Great movie was filmed. The total hike took us just over 2 hours. It was challenging in few places, with steep and narrow steps and a couple of tight places, but it was worth doing so. Not many people finish the full loop, but if you have the time and enjoy the nature, I would totally recommend it. It's quiet, it's beautiful, and it gives you a whole different perspective of the park. Just forgot to mention that before we leave this national park, there's one more place we want to visit, which is some kind of rock formation that they look like mushrooms. And that place is called Sao Chalyang. It's an area that is filled with bizarre mushroom-shaped rock formations. These rocks were formed over millions of years ago, shaped by wind, rain and erosion. The harder top layer protects the softer bottom, so over the time, the base wears away faster, leaving behind these crazy tall pillars with white caps like giant storm mushrooms. And some of them are really massive. You can even walk under them. Locals believe that this area was once underwater, and you can actually see the signs of ancient seabed around. And to wrap up our visit, we went back to where it all started, but this time for the sunset. And although it's not as beautiful as the sunrise, it is still the perfect way to end the day at the Patm National Park. The next day, we set off to explore yet another one of Ubon Ratchathani's natural gems, Puchong Naoi. It's a bit of the beaten path, so not many people come here, but it's definitely worth a visit. So we just entered the national park, and already there's a platform with a beautiful view, which only takes like 2 minutes, and wow, just look at that. It is surrounded by jungle sands and thick green forest, and right into the hike down there is this viewing platform that opens up an incredible view. There's jungle as far as you can see, and right in the middle of it a huge waterfall crashing down the cliff, and it only takes few minutes from the entrance to get to this viewpoint. So that was only like 30 steps down, and already we're welcome with some beautiful view from the platform. But now let's just continue all the way down to see the waterfront from the ground. We followed the trail and made our way closer to the base of the waterfall. From down there, standing next to the waterfall, you really feel the power of it when you are that close, and the mist coming out from the waterfall really feels great on humid days. And about 100 meters away from the previous waterfall is another waterfall called Praon Laor. So let's go and have a look what it is. A bit further along the path, maybe 100 meters or so, you can find another waterfall called Praon Laor. But getting there was a little bit adventure on its own. The trail goes through the jungle, following the river that flows down from the main waterfall. It's a mix of steep and narrow pathways. When we reached Praon Laor, the vibe totally changed. It's much more gentle, more like a series of small cascades flowing over smooth rocks. The kind of place that invites you to just stop and take your shoes off and step in. And so we did. The water was cool and clear, and with how hot and humid it was outside, it felt absolutely amazing to cool down. So the waterfalls in this national park are really worth visiting. The first one is very easy to access. Just go down the 273 steps or so and you are there. The second waterfall, a little bit more sketchy to access, but still worth visiting it. But before leaving, I sent the drone up again to capture this stunning jungle landscape from above. Just layers and layers of green and waterfalls hidden in between. But Ubon is not only all about natural beauty like the national parks, cliffs, waterfalls or the prehistoric paintings. It is also home to some very good restaurants that serve fantastic food, such as this one, Na Ubon, which means here at Ubon, and the food costs just a fraction of the price compared to other touristic places here in Thailand. But let me show you what the restaurant looks like inside and the food we are about to have. Once you step in, the first thing you will walk through is a shop packed with local souvenirs, snacks, drinks and all kinds of handmade items. But once you pass through, the place opens up and you will see what makes it so special. The entire walkway loops around in an O shape with water flowing along the path. Most of the sittings have the floating net where you can relax above the water while you wait for your food or enjoy ice cold drink. The food here is really great. I had the chicken cashew nut and honestly it was one of the best versions I ever had. Full of flavor and comes on this big plate, and everything you see on this plate is edible. And when I mean everything, including the basket. And top, what did you order?
I ordered the Pad Kapao, the normal dish in big restaurant.
So at the end we had 2 plates of rice. I had chicken cashew nut, Top had chicken pad kapao and portion of chips, and all that came to 400 baht, which is about 8-9 pounds. It's pretty good. And it's not just a place to eat and go. You can take a full walk around the whole place, feed the fish in the pond, hop into a rowing boat or even swan paddle boat. So in this restaurant there is also this very cool cafe with 3D printed model of all the landmarks in Ubon that we actually been to all of them and we can show you.
This is Na Ubon Restaurant, where we be right now. And next one is Pha Taem National Park. And next one is South Chiliang. It's also in the same place as Pha Taem. And the highlight one, Wat Prao Temple, very beautiful. And the Phu Chong Naoi National Park is also have the Hoi Luang Waterfall. And this one, Sam Phan Bok.
And after that peaceful break at the cafe, I think it's important to also mention about the locals in Ubon and the local markets, because the markets are the heartbeat of the community, and this is where you really feel the rhythm of everyday life in here. The people in this part of Thailand live very simply, and there's something beautiful about that. Every morning, sellers open up their little stalls inside this big open market. They lay out fresh vegetables, tropical fruit that are difficult to find elsewhere, all kinds of herbs, meat, and fish that come straight from nearby Mekong River. Basically everything you would need to cook a proper Thai meal from scratch. Top and I come here for breakfast every day for the last 7 days and have literally the same breakfast every day with some fried egg, sausage, pork, herbs, carrots, and my favorite of them all, muping, which is basically a pork skewer cooked over charcoal, and it is absolutely fantastic. And in the evening, the market transforms. The same people now set up just outside the market, but this time cooking dinner right in front of you. Here we have a vendor selling grilled meat, including muping, which is my favorite, and with sticky rice, it's just simply the best, and I could have it every day.
You have it every day anyway?
I know. I'll probably look like one massive muping before we fly back home, but that's okay. And you will find all kinds of dishes, curries, pad thais, grilled meat and fish being made fresh on the spot. There is still some fruit and veg for sale, but not nearly as much as in the morning. And what really stands out is the smell. The aroma of all the food cooking around you is incredible. It pulls you in, and before you know it, you want to try everything. And this stand is making the best crispy roti drizzle with condensed milk. I've been having it every time I visit this part of Thailand from this stand, from this very lady, since 2012. Another hidden gem is Sam Phan Bok, also known as the Grand Canyon of Thailand, and is one of the most unique places you can visit in Ubon Ratchathani. The name Sam Phan Bok means 3,000 holes, because this place is full of thousands of holes caved into the rock over the time, and the number is only symbolic. Walking through Sam Phan Bok, it really feels like you stepped into another planet. The rocks are smooth and worn, shaped slowly over thousands of years by the flow of the river. Thousands of twists, cracks and holes that catch the light in different ways as the day moves on. From above, it almost feels like a giant dry coral reef that is full of unexpected shapes and shadows. There is always something new to discover around every corner, whether it's a tiny pool of water trapped in a crevice or a rock formation that seems almost too perfect to be natural. It's one of those rare places where nature's patience and power are full on display. One of the coolest features here is the Mickey Mouse Hole, along with many other formations that create basins holding water year-round. Some of the holes are shaped like circles, ovals, and even like stars, which makes this place very unique. The Mickey Mouse Hole is one of the most charming natural rock formations in this area. It's basically a hole in the stone that is shaped like the iconic silhouette of Mickey Mouse head. But if you want to see it yourself, you will need to search for it, because there are no signs anywhere how to find it. But there is also the Emerald Pool, a large hole that stays filled with water no matter what the season is. This place is often called as the Great Canyon of Thailand, and it should be on everyone's list who visit this part of Thailand. It was formed by the steady flow of the Mekong River, and even though the gorge is smaller than the one in the US, it still has a unique charm with amazing views and a hint of mystery. Whether you are into photography, adventure, or just enjoying the nature, Sam Phan Bok is a truly special place. And with that, our time in Ubon comes to an end. We really enjoyed our time spent in this part of Thailand, and I hope you enjoy watching this video. And if you did, then we would highly appreciate a like and subscribe to our channel for more upcoming content. If you have any questions about this trip, then let us know in the comment section below the video. Or if you have been here before, then let us know how did you like this part of Thailand. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Until the next time, bye for now. Actually, before I end this video, I have one more bonus for you, but this time from Bangkok. So, if you already have visited Bangkok and seen its famous landmarks such as the Grand Palace, Wat Arun or reclining Buddha and so on, but you are still looking for something different in this amazing city, then I would highly recommend taking the river cruise. We took one last night in the evening from a place called Asian Teak, and here is how it went.